Hey guys, CBI Princer here with another install video. Today we're going to be focusing on our brand new bed stiffener brackets for the 3rd gen Chevy Colorado. As always guys, if you need any further help or instruction, you can always check out our instructional PDFs. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, so before we get started, we're going to have a little overview of all the stuff we have. We want to check and make sure we got everything in the package. So primarily you're going to have your bed stiffener brackets. You're going to have a designated driver and passenger side. Not only that, you're going to have your couple of hardware kits that are going to be necessary for installation. Also, a little quick rundown of some of the tools and some of the things that we're going to need. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need a ratchet. You're going to need a 7/16 socket. You're going to need a 5/32 Allen, some center punches, half-inch wrench, and some drill bits to step up to 3/8. Alrighty guys, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the driver's side of the bed stiffeners. So a lot of you are probably gonna ask how we're gonna be able to locate these and where we're gonna position them. And for that, we're gonna focus on this hole right here. We're gonna use this hole to start off to kind of use that to locate the bed stiffener. So we can take our driver's side here. And as you can see, when we kind of slide it into place, that hole is going to correspond with that hole there, and that's how you're going to know where it's going to be positioned first. So in order to locate that bracket on with this hole, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to drill out this hole to a 3/8, and we're going to install one of our expanding plus nuts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our drill, we're going to grab our 3/8 bit, and we're going to punch this hole out, and then we're going to install this plus nut. So a lot of you are probably going to be asking what this little extra bag is with this little kit inside of it. This little kit is what we're going to use to actually expand those plus nuts inside of those holes. So right now we're going to give you that little demonstration on how to do that. You're going to take your plus nut and you're going to press fit it into this hole here. Should press in nicely just like that. Then you're going to take this 2.5 inch long bolt. You're going to slap a washer on and this spacer nut just like so. You're going to thread it into your plus nut, and you're going to thread that bolt all the way down until it's touching. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our 7/16 socket and we're going to take our 1/2 inch wrench. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tighten down that bolt while at the same time keeping that, that spacer nut secure with our 1/2 inch, and then we're going to expand that plus nut. You will reach a point to where you can't really turn that bolt anymore, and that's kind of when you know that that plus nut's fully expanded. Okay guys, now that that first plus nut is completely installed, now this is what we're going to use to locate that driver's side bracket. So we're going to grab it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull out some of our 1/4 by 1 inch screws. And we're going to fasten it down so that it's secure. You're going to want to make sure that this back wall of this bracket is pressed up firmly against as well, so that there's no weird gaps or anything as well. Alrighty guys, so now that we have that installed, now as you can see, now we're pretty well located. Now we have our bracket pretty well located. So now what we can do is we can take our center punches and we can center punch all of these holes for the next batch of drilling that we're gonna have to do. So a little pro tip guys, when you're starting to step up to that 3/8 inch bit, we're starting to use some smaller bits to get up to that. You can leave your bracket on and start those initial holes. That way you're not gonna have any crazy move or anything. But now that everything's center punched, we're gonna start that drilling now. Okay guys, now that we've got those first couple of smaller holes drilled, now what we can do is we can remove this bracket and we can punch them all the way out to that 3/8 size and then install the rest of those plus nuts into the bed. So. Alrighty guys, now we're all the way drilled out. So now we can install the rest of our plus nuts into those 4 other corresponding holes for the bracket. So. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. There's the driver's side bed stiffener bracket completely installed. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to the passenger side, and for that side, it's gonna be exactly the same, just mirrored over. So let's get to it.